Just take a breath and take it deep to show the world that you can see a life that's full of wonder, but it will never be enough.
Oh, good, good. It's working. Hello there. Hmm. This game is such an odd resolution. I don't really know how I'm supposed to stream it most, how am I supposed to take up all this space? Maybe I move chat? Hmm. Suppose that'll work. Hello up there. Hmm. Yeah, that should do just fine, I suppose. Rather odd resolution, though. But, we'll persist all the same. Let's see here. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so, no. Should be alright. My tweet went out, did it? Absolutely it did. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Pardon me. There we go. That's better. That's better. And now you can actually hear me, can't you? Yes, there I am. Alright. Oh, interesting. So how am I gonna manage that? Well, how about this? Well, that's a bit too quiet now, isn't it? Is that alright? Is that audible? Looks to be mostly audible. Maybe a bit louder in game? Let's see here. Let me try something real quick, actually. Oh, uh-oh. Well, that didn't do at all what I expected it to. Okay. Good, good, good. I see. There we are. And, you can come a little bit lower, but not too much lower. This'll be just fine. You know what? I'll broaden you just a touch, too. Alright, that'll work. Perfect. A bit of a scuffed layout, but I suppose I'll make do. Yeah, that works. It'll be legible. It is very troublesome, though I can't actually look at OBS while the game is running. Let me just one more moment, actually. Need to be certain of something. Ah, okay, wonderful. I was just uncertain. Alright, I am sated. My curiosity has been satisfied. Tremendously grateful for your patience. Alright then. Now then, lastly, allow me to simply switch. And good, 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 good. I suppose we'll start from Arl's reel, and then I'll work up to Miss Rilu's reel. Let us begin, at long last. I want to eat some super duper delicious curry. The super duper curry has to be made from super duper ingredients. Meat, carrot, curry spice, and I gotta sit and worry. Without further ado, I'm going to go look for the ingredient. God, I find this game hysterical. It's just making food. Hello there, Miss Riolu. Unfortunately, we're not playing a story mode at the moment, but, we'll be right back for you, don't you worry, dear. How is it a long story? You're going to go get dinner. You're going grocery shopping, dear. It's not exactly the longest story. You're a radish, I think. What? Pop all red Puyo. What, like this? Cool. Cool puzzle. Pop all yellow Puyo. Oh, I got this one. I know this one. I know this one. What nationality are you intended to be? I am curious, actually, how long it's going to take me, because at this rate I might be able to just do everything at once, in one session. I've not had pickled scallions, but I'm certain they're fairly good. I'd be surprised if they weren't. Gonna leave one leftover yellow. The yellow Puyos in this game look like they have glasses. I wonder if they're intended to. I don't think so. Pop all yellow Puyo with no claims made about the reds whatsoever. Who's next? Who is next? Oh, that's it. God, I do find this game tremendously fun. I do love this format of puzzle solving. So much more fun than the puzzles they gave you in Puyo Tattoo in the training mode. I do wish we'd get another game in this vein, though. It'd be incredibly fun. I know there are some older games with a similar, similar gameplay going on, particularly the old Puyo Puyo games without Arl in them, but I digress. Pop 44 Puyo at once. Well, I'm just going to guess it over here. Nope. But now I know. It's just right here. Is that? Oh no, it isn't. It isn't. Okay. Who are you? I forget your name. You gonna tell me your name? Nope, you will not. Oh, you just don't. Interesting. I'm sure I do know your name, it just escapes me at the moment. Easy, 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 easy. I know there are some harder puzzles later in the game, but I decided I wanted to do Arl's story first, because a lot of the easiest puzzles in the game are contained within her story. I needn't even look at the objective half the time, as they're fairly self-explanatory most of the time. You Draco, you are Draco. Hello, Draco. Hello, Miss Wendy Lee. Pop all Puyo excluding hard and rock Puyo. Okay. Easy enough. I don't even know why I bother reading the puzzle descriptions for the earlier puzzles, as most of them are just put the Puyo in the one place that would make a chain. There are some very fascinating puzzles later in the game. Pop all Puyo excluding rock and hard Puyo. It's gotta pop the garbage too. I mean, it's probably just here if I had to guess. And my intuition is proved right once more. How many pixels tall is that carbuncle? It can't be very many. Oh, gotta make sure I put the Puyo upside down so that the yellows get popped. Did that spell something? I don't know, it might have. Harpy, you're next. Up 9 Puyo at once. Finally, a thinking puzzle. Let's see here. 9 of them. That is quite a few. Might involve some trickery. If I could get 7 of them down... How many points do I have? That's 2, 3, 4. Right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I were to pop 2 of them, I'd only have 6. If I were to pop 1, I'd only have 6 left. So I would need to solve this puzzle in one fell swoop. Huh. An 8 is easy enough, but 9? 9 is a fascinating challenge indeed. What's the hint? Split away the Puyo when you don't... Split away the Puyo you don't need. You put one in here? What on earth is being asked of me? Well, it's not that. Alright, 9 at once. Need to visualize what 9 would look like at once. Alright, I'm starting to picture it in my head. Where does the stray Puyo belong? So if I put one over here, I can't exactly... Wait a minute, wait a moment, but what if... What if I had done it like... this? That's still just one shy of being 8. If I could make 2 isolated groups of 3, I would solve the puzzle. But how could I do that? Well, 3 plus 3 plus 2 is only... I see, I understand. I understand, I do. This is the solution. Splendid. An actual puzzle, I'm very glad. Alright. And then an easy one. Oh dear. And it is in fact... I was holding down. As I was saying, an easy one. 2 chain. Okay. Also an easy one. Splendid. Give me a lot of Puyo, but I'm not certain I need all of them. Can you convince me that I do? Oh, I see. I understand the challenge. Ah, what an endearing puzzle, actually. I'm a big fan. Alright. So what if I did this? This might be flashier than is necessary, but I'll try it this way. Oh, it is flashier than necessary. Nope, that cuts. The chain cuts. Pop the nuisance Puyo a lot. Well, you're right, I should. So I do have to pop the blues, though. Because I need to keep one of these greens separated. Yes, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Wait, what do you mean it's not the solution? Oh. Oh, because the solution was to... I see. Yep, that was the solution. Wait, it wasn't? Huh? How on earth? At the very end, how can I make that last Puyo pop? Oh, easy. Quite easily, actually. Is this it for real? It is, it is. Splendid. Yatta! I should level up next puzzle, which hopefully will be easier than that one. Flower. Oh, it is just a flower. Skedadara, are you flipping me off? Interesting flirting technique. Pop all garbage Puyo. Alright, how many is that? 7. So 14. Wait, how tall are these stacks? I bet you I know the solution. Am I missing something? Hold on, before I put anything else down. I have... to do this, I think. Fuck. I might actually game over. I might actually game over. Out of curiosity, I'm going to make sure of something. Okay, never mind. I'm fine. There was never any concern. Anyway. Fuck. I need to place them one over before I... hard drop. I don't know if it was necessary to be that fancy with it, but I'm going to assume it was. And level up, finally. 14 Puyo at once, excluding... Oh, all of them at once. Interesting. And the last Puyo is a red? How many Puyo is 14? Show me a hint, why don't you? Put the red Puyo in between. Well, I could have guessed that much. Oh, am I being prompted to... Am I being prompted to perhaps... do a maneuver like this? Seems unlikely. Very unlikely, even. Alright. 14 Puyo at once. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Puyo on the board. With 2, 4, 6. So that's 6 Puyo on the board. And then 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 8, 10, 12, 14. So the green Puyo alone are enough to... The green Puyo alone are enough to cause the chain reaction if they're all popped. But only if they're all popped. So... the red Puyo then must be placed in this configuration. I see. I see so clearly now. What a neat solution. Tremendous. All done. Pop all Puyo excluding hard and rock Puyo. I don't think that's a rock Puyo, I think that's just a rock, but I digress. The only reason there'd be a gap in the garbage there is if I were intended to put... Oh, I see. Easy enough. Not going to play gonna play very carefully though, because I don't want to look foolish. I know what the solution is, I just need to execute. There, splendid. An elegant solution too. I'm gonna guess right here. Nope, it was the other one. Oh, I suppose I see why now. Who's next? Oh, black pepper. That actually does go in curry. Fish that I don't recognize. Pop 12 Puyo at once, given 1 green. Oh, I see. Oh, we're doing this little trick. Haha. You simply hide 1 Puyo off screen and it doesn't pop. A very elegant solution. Pop 12 Puyo at once. Oh, I see. Oh, tricky, tricky, tricky. I need to prevent 2 of these from popping, I believe. As there are only 12 that need to pop, not 16. 20, pardon me, 20. I forgot how many colors of Puyo there were. Pop all Puyo, excluding... Yes, yes. Is there a reason I cannot simply, Oh, I see. Need to be a bit more economical with my Puyos, I understand. Perhaps this then. Oh, splendid. That's much more efficient. Easy, easy, easy. Human. Oh, hello there. I don't think I recognize you either, actually. Pop 30 Puyo at once. I can only assume that the correct play is to keep on the, is to keep the pattern going. So let's try that. Let's try keeping the pattern going. Please get in there. Splendid, splendid. Oh, yep, that was the solution. Very satisfying one, too. I love seeing how those pop. Pop 2 colors at once. Interesting. Alright, alright. Oh, wait a minute. I only have access to... Alright, alright. Let me analyze this puzzle real quick. So if I need to pop 2 at once, my first objective then must be to place a one... I only have one purple. So most likely I must place the purple atop a blue. And then... a blue atop that purple, so that when I pop the blue, the purple falls down and the blue falls down, and both of them find their respective matches. So now where would I place that purple? Well, there's an obvious candidate right in column 3 there, but I don't know that that's the best place for it, as I don't think I'd be able to make a blue chain that way. Unless, yes, I see. Does this work though? Oh, in truth it might not. I'll try it anyway. Oh, it doesn't, because if that's a chain, they're not popping at the same time. Alright, where else then? Let's see here. If I were to place this... The purple surely must go atop of blue. Unless I use the purple to pop... No, the only purples that I could pop would be disadvantageous to me. Because the purple comes first, so surely I must use the blues to pop. And set up the next chain. But there's only 4 blues, which means that in order to pop and set up the next chain, there would need to be an existing Puyo that connects to the chain. Assuming even if I split the Puyo so that only one of them is used when I pop, I'd only have 3 Puyos remaining, which would only be enough to create a chain if there were already a blue Puyo on the ground. So the most obvious candidate for the blue to pop would be the one in the middle, as the bottom left doesn't seem poppable without already popping one, which isn't really an option to me. And... well, it is, but it's a pretty niche scenario. I don't think it's worth looking into too deeply. The question is, where do I put the blue on top of the purples? So I need the purples to fall down and the blue to fall down, and for them both to make a chain. I see it? Do I see it? I do see it. How queer. If this works, then were the purples entirely a red herring? I suppose so. That should solve the puzzle. Done. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Interesting indeed. The purples were a red herring. 8 chain. It looks like the chain's already in progress. I need to put this last Puyo to not mess up the rest of the chain. So whenever I place something down, assuming I don't interrupt the purples, they're going to fall together and then pop, which will pop the reds, which will pop the yellows, which will lower the garbage by 1, which pops the blues, which... so the garbage rolls by 1, and then the blues pop, which lowers the garbage by 2, for a total of 3, so that the purples pop. And I'm going to assume that means the greens will pop next. Yes, yes it does. Absolutely, yes. The greens will pop next. Which means that I must put this red and this yellow right here. Puzzle solved. A very long chain to have to trace, though. Violet? Violet? Alright. Easy, easy, easy. Alright, boss time, I think? Mandrake. Another model character I'm admittedly not familiar with. Pop all Puyo. Purple, blue, purple, blue. So all I'm to do is to pop the garbage. Oh, yatta! The end of each puzzle is cute. It's very cute. Hello there, Axel. There we go. Yatta! Oh, I had to pop garbage too. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. How do you intend me to do that? Like this, perhaps? I suppose so. Alright, that should do it. Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I got scared that I was about to misdrop. Make a 3 chain. Well, I see that an ad just ran, so I'm gonna take advantage of that to mess with my settings a little bit. Just want to slightly increase the sound volume. It is very, very quiet. That's much better. Let me turn it down a little bit now to compensate. And then let me not forget to put the gameplay back on the stream. There we go. It's a much more audible to me. And the volume level is still very, very it goes up a little bit I suppose, but not too much. That should be fine. Right there? Yeah, that seems to be a perfect level for the audio. Alright, let us continue. Make a 3 chain, Oh, like this, I see. Wait, 3 chain? Wait, can the reds even be disrupted? The reds are going to pop no matter what, so... Oh, I see. So I need to make the reds pop the greens. So go red, green, yellow, understood. Pop all red Puyo. So despite this map looking like it's going to involve gravity in some way, everything's going to fall as soon as I place down one Puyo and there's no way to get underneath anything. So it's being elevated, not merely for show. Don't have very many red Puyo either. I see. Alright. Does this work? No. No, it does not. I seem to have fumbled. I thought I'd be given more greens, but I was not. Alright, alright. Let me reevaluate then. Reevaluation complete. And reds. All done. Easy, easy, easy. Who's next? Well, those are all going to fall. Alright. So, once the Puyo is placed, the left and the right sides of the lollipop will immediately fall down. The reds and the purples on the left and right will pop right away, leaving only the blues in the middle. Leaving only the reds in the middle unpopped, as nothing is tall enough to reach them. That being the case, how do I pop those reds? I'm gonna level up soon, just show me what it looks like when it falls. Not what I was expecting, alright. So the lower ones do seem to pop, actually. How did they do that, though? That wasn't... It's 5 Puyos. Oh! Some of them didn't pop at the beginning, I see. So then is the solution as simple as putting it anywhere arbitrary? As long as they connect up at the... Oh! No, how queer. Alright. What if I do this then? Oh, alright, sure. More complicated gravity puzzle solution is usually something stupid. Alright, who's next? Oh, witch, hello there, miss. Pop 15 Puyo at once. So I'm just gonna guess this is the solution. Huh. So, it is. I just simply need to place 2 Puyo at the top of the map first. Approximately here? I'm not entirely certain, but this set ought to work. I don't think it's an incredibly exact science. Maybe it is. What if I just do this? $11 Puyo. What if I don't destroy one of the garbage? Oh, I always do no matter what. So I just have to place 1 Puyo then on column 3. I was vastly overthinking this then. I place a Puyo on column 3 and that's the solution. Is that it? Certainly looked like it was it. 13. Put a Puyo on column 4? I guess let's put a Puyo on column 4 as well. I can do that though. Fuck, wait, wrong order. I lay a Puyo down on column 3. I'll try that. Oh, but then I can't put one over here. Does this work? No. It's the hint. They connect horizontally in the 3rd step. I've noticed that part, actually. Alright. Oh shit, I'm nowhere near leveling up. This might actually game over here. How many Puyo? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There are 20 Puyo here, which means if I pop 5, then there will be 15 remaining. But there are extraneous Puyo, which means I'm not popping all of them, because it would have said pop all Puyo if it meant all Puyo. That being the case, what I need to look for is a way to... if I could draw on the screen, I would. I could open this up in the chain simulator, honestly. If this gets much more difficult, I might do that. Alright, alright, alright. This one's a long shot, but I'm going to go for something very potentially dumb. Is this perhaps the solution? Yes! I've solved the puzzle. But I still have to level up now to heal. Up 36 Puyo at once. Oh dear, I only have one green. Oh, no, I have multiple Puyos. I didn't know I only saw the green. I have a green up. How many Puyo are on there right now? That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27? 27, yes. 30, 33, 36. So there's exactly 36 Puyo on the screen. Yes, the sad Arl crying means I only have one life left. Arl's face is my life counter. There is 36 Puyo on the screen. My only objective then is to make them pop at once. Which is a matter of placing the greens so I can pop everything at once if I simply get... If I can pop a single layer of garbage. So the objective is to pop a single layer of garbage without disrupting... Oh, can I just... Alright, a bit bold of me to start the puzzle so hastily, but I think I see a solution. This had ought to just work, I believe. Oh, thank... Yep, it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Not a very symmetrical solution. Probably was a cleaner one, but it did work. 9 Puyo at once. Alright. Not a chain. Not a chain at once. Alright. Wait. Isn't this incredibly simple? So that's going to be 8. So if I just... Oh, okay. Just do this. 9. Okay. Thank you, witch. I was afraid they were all gonna be as fucked up as the first one. Pop 3 colors at once. Excluding garbage. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do I perhaps... I see, I see, I see. Very simple. It said 3 colors at once, not 4 colors at once, so I ignored the greens. The greens are a red herring. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Is that it? Are we done, Miss Witch? What were you going to give me? Oh, thank you, Axel. I guess you're up here now. Why, thank you, Axel. Had to mess with my stream layout a little bit just because the resolution of this game is so odd. I got meat. That's what you gave me. It was meat. Which? What animal did this meat come from? Because knowing meat, it could be human. Knowing which, it could be human meat. You. You're a fairly common Puyo enemy, but I don't know your name. Oh shit, I have to do one more. It's a martini. Alright. Make a 4 chain. Make a 4 chain out of this glass without dying. Alright, so what happens when I... So, as soon as I place down the first Puyo, everything floating will fall down, be subject to gravity. The blues on the left... The blues on the left of the glass, as well as the base of the glass, will immediately pop. Which will pop the garbage on the right as well, which will pop... the reds. So that being true, if it's just a 4 chain, there's already a 3 chain built into this... Actually, no, it's only a 2 chain. blues and then reds. So I need to make greens and then blues to finish this puzzle. The obvious thing then would be to put the Puyo in its current orientation onto column 4. Would that work though? Let me visualize this in my head. Blues pop. Blues pop, which pops all of this garbage. The reds fall down, and the reds pop. Meanwhile, the greens have never connected yet. And once the reds pop, if I put the Puyo in its current orientation, the greens would not connect. So I need to flip the greens up. I need to flip my current Puyo upside down to be blue on the bottom, and put that into column 4. Puzzle fucking solved. Daya Kyoto. Easy, 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 easy. You Panati, I know your name because you were in Puyon, which I just played. Oh! Anyway. I leveled up, so I'm back to full health, and Arl is beaming. Alright, so once all these fall, it's going to create a very simple... Oh, okay. 6 chain, I understand everything. We're doing this pattern. It's not even that complicated, actually. 6. Oh, fuck. Nope. I cut my chain. That's not gonna be a 5. Do pardon my hubris. While this is the first move, I ignored the second move and the third move, which were to do this and this before placing this here. Now it's a 6 chain. It's not! Oh dear. This then is a 6 chain. The life counter in this game being represented by Arl's face is actually a reference to the older Mato Monogatari games this series is a spin-off of. As in Mato Monogatari actually, rather than having a health bar in the majority of the games, the game simply showed you your protagonist's face, and you had to guess by their facial expression what their general health status was, with them having sprites for full health, mostly full health, half health, low health, and near death. It was a very interesting style of gameplay for certain. Although I understand why it never did catch on, because it was a little bit obnoxious. But indeed, that was the, I guess you might say the gimmick of the Mato Monogatari series, aside from being a parody of stuff like Dragon Quest and other JRPGs, is that, there were no numbers on the screen at any point. Health wasn't represented as numbers, mana wasn't represented as a number, the only quantity given a number was your amount of gold. Anyway. Pop all Puyo. If you insist, what's the gimmick here? Those yellows vex me dearly. Yeah, they were actually first-person dungeon crawlers, at least the majority of them were. Mato Saturn wasn't, but Mato Saturn is a very idiosyncratic game among the series. What are you asking of me? So once the purples pop, the reds will pop, which will pop more purples, which will pop more reds, which will pop blues, which will pop red, which pop blues, which pop reds, which pop yellows. So all you're really asking of me is to make sure that I cleanly put away my spare yellows. Wait, how? I see. Puzzle solved. A lot of Arl's spells that she's chanting are actually, just spells from Mado Monogatari. Pop all Puyo. This is probably not the right solution, but I'm very drawn to it. I want to make a symmetrical. I will make a symmetrical before I try anything else. Oh, this is very much not the solution. Oh, I see the solution. I understand everything now. Alright. And yes, I do know what most of these spells are and what they do. Regrettably, the majority of the media in the Puyo Puyo and Mado Monogatari series is Japanese exclusive. Never did leave leave Japan. Even I believe this game was Japanese exclusive. It just got a translation. I could be mistaken. Pop 5 colors at once. Oh, I see you. Nice trick. Despite almost the entirety of the mainline Puyo Puyo series being Japan only, at this point there is actually... the majority of them have in fact been translated by fans, which is why I'm able to do this and stream pretty much the entire series. I'm right now about halfway through the series, but I still got the entirety of the Fever games to go through. And then, what is next after this game? Well, this game's gonna get at least 2 streams. I need to beat Rulu story mode as well as Arl's. After that, I might mess around with the other puzzles in this game, but I doubt it. Puyo Pop is next for the GBA. And then we enter Fever era with Fever 1, Fever 2, and 15th anniversary. And then we get to Modern era with 7, 20th anniversary. Tetris 1. What's next? 3DS game that never got translated. Chronicle. And Tetris 2, and I believe that should be everything. Hopefully. Unless they unearth any more content in English. I could play there is one of the Motto games has been translated. I suppose I could play that. I think it was Motto A or Motto 1. I'll consider it. Oh, I'm here. Oh, never mind. You're not here. Momomo, it's not so Puyo. Can't I go to an ordinary store? Pop 24 Puyo at once, excluding... Yeah. So what's your gimmick here? I assume once I pop... How queer. What is your angle here, actually? Are you perhaps... I believe so, but... I'm going to simply... I have the lives for it. Although Arla is smiling with a closed mouth, so I think I'm approaching half of my lives remaining. Because her mouth isn't open anymore. So she's definitely not... I'm definitely not at max lives, but I'm pretty close to leveling up, so I'm just going to try this one. And I believe the solution will become apparent to me as I'm building. Yep, I was right. The solution is becoming apparent to me as I'm building. Easy. Puzzle solved? Puzzle solved. Make a 3-chain. Alright. Now the last Puyos I get... Okay, understood. 3-chain, way too easy. Because that was a configuration I might get in a regular Puyo Puyo match. I suppose I had ought to mention the majority of Puyo Puyo games are actually multiplayer battle games. This game is very unique in being a single-player puzzle game instead of using the Puyos to battle. Ordinarily, the objective is to get the highest chain possible in order to do the most damage. It's a bit more complicated than that, but in any case, this game is a very idiosyncratic one, being a single-player puzzle rather than a multiplayer battle. Alright, what's going on here? Pop all the garbage, Puyo. What on earth? I'm not gonna try to calculate this one. I'm putting this in the right column and seeing what happens. That was not the solution. Alright, show me. I'm ready to look at the board. Alright. What if I tie them up neater? Well, that still wouldn't work. Even if I did the yellows atop the greens, the greens would pop, the yellows would pop, but then after the reds pop, there'd be nothing to pop the next set of yellows. Unless I do it in... Well, no, because how would I even get there in the first place? What on earth are you asking of me? What's your hint? Give me your hint. Pop a lot with the first green Puyo. Over here, then? Well, that popped all of nothing, actually. Well, there's only two places to put the first green Puyo. Maybe like this? We have to lie it down? Oh, I do have to lie it down. This chain... It is. That is the solution, because then I can do this. And finish the chain. And the yellows solve the puzzle. Interesting puzzle. Incredibly fascinating solution. Pop all Puyo... Oh dear, what on earth do you have me playing right now? Well, I suppose the obvious first move is to pop the reds. So I suppose I'll do that. Have I just soft locked the puzzle? Is it no longer solvable? I can't quite tell yet. No, very good. It's fine. There, easy, easy, easy. Pickles. Momo. Alright, do I go see little guy now? I do. Hello, little guy. That guy is so small. It's a flower. Make a 3-chain. Oh, fuck this. I'm putting it right here. Was that the solution? Well, apparently it was, but that wasn't on purpose. I didn't feel like calculating that one. Show me that pop all garbage Puyo. Alright. So I have to pop all the Puyo. I see. Is the solution perhaps to be economical with my Puyos? I bet you it is. Alright, this should just pop everything, yeah? Yes, it does. Very easily. Alright, pop 15 Puyo at once. Oh dear, what on earth do you have me doing now? I'm gonna make some informed guesses as to what I'll be doing here. And it is my informed guess that this will be the opening. I might have bungled slightly, but we'll see. Nope, there's an extra green. They accounted for this. So the intent of the developer is most certainly that I pop. Yes. No. No. Oh dear. I was nearly there. Let me put this here in case it matters. Interesting. This feels wrong, but I'm not certain. Did that work? I somehow doubt it. 13. I do need to pop all the reds. Interesting. Alright. Show me the numbers. It's a sandwich with the green Puyo in it. I could have told you that. I think it's very blatantly a sandwich. The chain being or not being a sandwich was never in contention. So what do I do with all these reds? I do need to keep all of them on the screen, because if I pop any, then I can't get a full 15. Certainly can't like that. What if I am a little more creative? Yes, I see now. Indeed I do, just need to be a little bit more creative with how I place these Puyo. Am I missing anything here? Would it perhaps be better to do this, maybe? Maybe. Or what? No, I think I must do this. No, now I can't put this down anywhere. I'm approaching the solution. I know I am. Alright. I'm nearly there. Just need to make certain that this one double red doesn't pop anything when I place it. Here. Oh. That might be incorrect. How many pops is it? 13, damn, alright. The double red must be included somewhere. What if I do this? That's not going to solve the puzzle either. And I'm running low on lives, because Arl's gonna be very upset. Yep, that's gonna... Alright, once more. Is she crying yet? As long as she's not crying, I'm fine. Oh dear, she's crying. Alright, this is my last attempt then. I'm gonna put down the controller and think for a moment here. Alright, so I can put reds in. The double reds most certainly do go into column 4 and column 6. The greens are most definitely being stacked into column... into row 3. All of that is most certainly correct. The fact that they give me 5 greens, though, is incredibly suspect. What am I to do with the 5th green? Unless I am intended to... I see it. I understand. I do. Wait. Is this right? Now's not the time to doubt myself. This was it, right? It is? Yes, everything is just fine. Wait a minute, this model doesn't account for... Uh-oh. There's nowhere to put the last double. That doesn't cut the chain. Oh dear, I was so close too. But there's nowhere for it. It's going to pop something no matter what. Unless I do that, but then I can't detonate. I can't properly detonate at all. She dropped the curry. Oh, do I have to start over? Come back here, tiny one. Alright, make the flower. Who is next? Okay, easy. This one was also not a challenge. Easy puzzle with an easy solution. Perfect. Alright, next. Show me... There we go, I've got plenty of lives now at the very least, but I really need to think about this one. If possible, I would like to stack up all of the... I understand now where I went wrong, I think. If I were to perhaps act in a different order, I might have a more desirable outcome. Yes. Solution found. What? I set my controller on the lap and it hit the left trigger. Well, solution found. Moving on. Make an 8 chain. Sorry, make a 8 chain, according to the description of the puzzle. A obvious candidate is to pop the reds, but upon closer inspection, those reds don't actually beget any chain. Unless I pop the greens right beneath them. If I pop the reds and then the greens, that would pop the yellows, which would pop the blues, which pop the purples, which pop the greens, which pop the yellows, which means I need to put reds on the column 2. Puzzle understood. Is that all I need to do, though? Because I get the feeling if it were, I wouldn't be given this much space to work with. So I'm going to preemptively guess that I need to do this as part of the solution. You can't see it, but there are 2 Puyo hidden off-screen at the moment. Well, that wasn't the entire solution, but definitely had the right idea. Is there a way to preserve... No matter what, I absolutely must start the chain with... What's the hint? Which nuisance would get in the way, huh? What an odd hint. Those nuisances don't get in the way at all, they're obviously part of the puzzle. Can I hide something off screen, frame 1? Do I not need to stack to do it? No, I definitely need to stack to do it. So I most certainly need to do this to get Puyos up here. Also, there should be 2 of them, but there was only 1. I have nowhere near enough XP to be experimenting like this, but I'm too curious. Wait, there was no Puyos up there, what? What if... Since I know for a fact that 2 Puyos will continue the chain... I absolutely know that the objective is to hide the Puyo above the garbage. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe the solution is quite earnestly to just put 2 Puyo above the garbage like this. I can't put another one above the garbage though. Well, that wasn't the solution at all. Wait, but that might have been. No, that was even smaller chain. Alright. I most certainly hide reds above the nuisance. Almost certainly, at least. I'm beginning to doubt myself on that front. Well, 1 red most certainly goes to the column 6. I don't earnestly believe this is the solution, but why don't I try this just to humor the idea? After all, it would feel rather foolish if this did end up being the solution. It is not the solution at all. It is the solution, but in a more roundabout way than I initially thought. No, over here, yes. Wait, I can't detonate like this. Does it matter? Wait, what if it doesn't matter? What if this is still the solution? Oh, it's only 7. Alright. And there's no way I can... Can I just flip them and hide? No, I can't. Okay. So no matter what, I do have to pay a pretty significant price to get a Puyo up into the top left corner. However, if I could do that, it would solve the puzzle. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. But that doesn't leave me with enough to... I can't detonate that way because I need to pop the reds first with the green on top. So the real question is what I can do with these 4 Puyo. With these 3 Puyo, because one of them is already accounted for. It might be a fool's errand, but maybe I haven't learned my lesson yet. Alright, that was most certainly placed correctly. I heard it place. And these go right here. Is that it? No. Maybe? Where did the reds go? I placed the reds off screen and they vanished. What on earth? What happened? Wait, did I not put any Puyos up there? Is that what happened? I swear I heard them place. I even commented on it. Oh shit. Oh, is that a game over? I'm sorry, Ariel. Hello there, small man. Alright, make the flower. Is this different? What on earth is this puzzle? That's not the same puzzle. Wait, why is this puzzle completely different? I mean, I'll solve it, but where did the other puzzle go? I misdropped ones that I might just lose because of it. I am very much going to lose because I misdropped once. Where did the other puzzles go that I was already solving? I hope notice there's a lot of unaccounted for Puyos with this method. Just drop them in the center. Just to drop them in the center won't pop them, well, obviously. Wait, it might actually. I'll humor that idea, it just told me not to deal. It is not the solution. Why is this puzzle different than the last one? What if I just hop out repeatedly? What if I just restart? Am I gonna get the same puzzle again? Why did they change? That's not the puzzle I was playing. Because I was always getting the flower first. And then the weird H puzzle second. Yeah, this is the right order. Where did the other puzzle come from? How queer. How very queer indeed. Well, moving on. And now it's this puzzle, which I now understand the solution to, so I ought to be able to replicate it without issue. Yes, this is the solution. It makes me think of loss. Alright, what's next? What's next? Make an 8 chain. Right. This is where I should have been on. Now, there's something I'm missing, because one of the times I was able to get enough Puyos, but why was that possible? Because I feel like this... We've established that I don't have enough Puyos, but one of the times I tried this I did for some reason? That doesn't seem right at all. Unless I had done something like this. But this is... Oh! I heard them place. They unambiguously did place in the top right corner. I just want to see if they're still there. I don't really care about solving the puzzle right now. They just vanish. Why do they vanish if they're both up there? Do I for some reason need to place it so that there's only one of them up there? Why on earth would that be the case, though? That doesn't make any sense. But it's also only a 7 chain. Wait, that was an 8 chain, what? Alright, sure. What on earth was that? Alright, 4 chain, I'm just going to guess. Based on the shape of the puzzle, the solution is most likely to put it in here. Pardon me, to put it in there upside down. Was that it? Yes, that was it. All too easy. Who is next? What is next? Is that it? Yeah, no sign of that other odd rainbow puzzle. What on earth was that about? Oh, final area. Hello, Zodaimo. I very much resent that. You must meet a cavalcade of Nazo Puyo. I can solve some Nazo Puyo. I can solve a cavalcade, even. Pop 5 colors at once. Oh my. Let's see here. It's likely a sandwich with the blues in the middle, if I had to guess. I know 5 colors at once. So if the blues are in the middle, they'll most certainly pop. From the garbage right there on the right. The purples will also pop. Reds I need to establish. And then pop. I see. I fully understand this challenge. I may have made a slight calculative error. There, now the puzzle is solved. 5 Puyo at once, goodbye. 5 Puyo colors at once, goodbye. Pop 63 Puyo at once? I don't feel like counting, I'm going to assume that's everything. In that case... Going off of that assumption, what happens if I just do this? 46 Puyo, so I just need to put down everything then. I don't like that it was an odd number. There was an even number remaining, so there's one unpopped Puyo in here somewhere. Show me the hint. Look ahead to the way they shift. Look ahead to when they shift. I'm looking ahead to when they shift. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, though. They don't really shift in an advantageous way, I don't believe. Oh. However, I can hide a Puyo off screen, perhaps? Assuming it's, cooperative this time. And if necessary, I can do the same thing over here. No, I can't. Not at all. Let's see. Okay, so the off-screen trick is working, though. 50, Puyo. We're getting there. If I'm a bit smarter about my placements, I likely can, place a red Puyo off-screen. Yep. That hat ought to do it, if I understand correctly. I'll put this arbitrarily over here, because I'm not saying what it's needed for. 58. What on earth? So that was needed for something. But what could it be? I think that hiding stuff off screen over here was correct. Unless I am intended to perhaps... Well, I can't really get anything over there that way. But if I could, No, that definitely goes down there. I think I'm gonna guess that just vanished again, based on my prior experience with off-screen doubles. Did it vanish? It didn't vanish! Huh? Wait, how many was that? Let me look at the stream. 55. That was worse. Look ahead till when they shift. Well, I am. Unless the... No, that couldn't possibly be it. It's definitely to pop the red first. I guess I could do this first. And then do this. Thinking ahead, thinking ahead, thinking ahead, and then do this. Maybe... You know, like, put it like... Yes, no. That might still be it, we'll see. 55... Ah. I flubbed the placements, but I do think that was it. Can I just do this, actually? Yeah, I can just do this. That's much easier than having to do any cartwheels. That should just pop everything, right? Yes? 59. I just need to account for that off-screen green. That was so close to the solution then. So that is definite. This is also definite. That was not the off-screen green. It might have been the off-screen green, actually. What if I just do this? 55, that's not correct either, and I game overed. Yeah, I'm near to this one. Come here, Mr. Daimo. Right, this one's very easy. And the next, just as easy. Wait, no, the next is the one I died on, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Alright. I know I'm nearing the solution. I know it to be true. This must be the first move. And the second and third are equally obvious. Now here's where it gets tricky. I need to hide one red Puyo here, unless I may have made a fool of myself. But wait, yes, perfect. Does that work? Oh, I think I would have if I had... I think that's worth looking into a bit deeper, because I think I can make that work if I think a bit harder about it. No. No, this is in fact not the solution by any means. This, I think, is most certainly correct, as are these two moves. I do think greens need to pop in the middle. Perhaps I had ought to return to this game plan. Wait, I see what makes this work. If I did something like this, and then... No, wait, not like that. I understand. I do understand, though. We need to make another chain. Alright. So the odd number comes from this one stray red. I stack 2 greens atop that red, and drop the last red down the middle. Yeah. Wait, is that incorrect? What I said was correct. The moves I did, however, did not match what I said. I stack 2 greens atop the red, not a singular green atop the red. Now I need to be very ready for this. 2 greens atop the red and drop the last one down the middle. I am ready to make this move. No, over here. Yes, I heard them place. Huh? No, they split. I need to keep better track of their orientation. Alright. Alright. I split the first red. Like this. This one goes down the middle. I think so. I rotate this one counterclockwise twice to bump it up, and then clockwise once, and that's it. Counterclockwise twice and clockwise once. That should be absolutely perfect. No, it was not. I needed to do clockwise twice. For this one, that was the correct algorithm of movements. For this one, however, it's counterclockwise and then undo. Perfect. Is this the solution? Please tell me it is. It's not! And I also think one of the Puyos disappeared again. I guess that makes sense, because if I stacked Puyos 2 above anyway, it wouldn't even matter. So I wouldn't be able to reach them. Alright. They wouldn't pop. Because they don't pop off screen anyway. Alright. In that case, returning to the leading theory that the greens must pop down the middle. just have to be a bit more creative with how I place them initially. Oh, this might work actually. This might very much work. Perfect. Huh? 62? Okay. Okay, true, right, because I cannot possibly hope. No, that makes sense, because I put one on the top right, where it's not going to be... The game won't recognize it. It's not going to fall down, because nothing on column 6 falls down. Nothing goes off screen on column 6. Is that it? Is that the only stipulation? Because if that's all, I've still solved the... No! No. Nope. I've already messed up. Alright, I have solved the puzzle. It's just an execution test now. Right. Wait, how do I deal with the... Oh, now these are stuck. Ah. How do I deal with that? Wait, was that game over? I think it was. I'm so near to the solution, I know it to be true. Right, okay. 5 Puyos at once, very easy. All done. Alright. I am nearing the solution to this puzzle, I can feel it. There is no doubt in my mind that at least part of what I'm doing is correct. Which part, however, remains to be seen. Alright. Let me think here for a moment. If I put the red sideways here, I can put the green on column 5 with the red on column 6. And then I could put the double red on column 5. No, that would only work if I had more reds. Is that a viable solution, though? Feels like it ought to be. As long as I place my, Puyo in the correct order. Which I don't think I've done here. At all. I think I put the configuration of the off-screen Puyo. Without a doubt, two reds on the right, most certainly correct. As on the left, most certainly correct. As for the right, I can make the greens there connect after they drop down. The reds... Well, no, it can only be one layer, because if it was 2 layers, they wouldn't drop down all the way. Because they're only dropping down 1 Puyo, which means that only the layer 1 above off-screen matters. Because we're not reaching anything that's 2 layers above off-screen. Although that's not necessarily true for the left side, but that shouldn't matter because it's already accounted for. The left side is technically dropping 1 Puyo lower than the right, but I don't think that's going to matter. I couldn't see how it would. The stray green Puyo on the top right is most certainly a hint. Without a doubt, it's intended to be used. The only way to connect with it, though, would be to put 2 greens onto rows 3 and 4, 4 and 5. I could put them both into row 5, column 5, but I wouldn't be able to do anything else in that column, so that's definitely not it. So beyond any doubt, there must be 2 greens on column 4 and 5. And a red on column 6 is also completely logical. It makes complete sense. It belongs there for certain. Beyond that, the red on column 6 cannot have a green above it because that green won't get popped. Because the greens that get popped is at the very bottom. If the red on column 6 cannot have a green above it, that means the green attached to it must be on the left. Therefore, you split the first Puyo, put the second and third ones on the left, and use the third Puyo, and you rotate the third Puyo clockwise once and set it against the column 6, with the red on column 6. With the next 2 red Puyos, okay, let's just do that. Since all of those moves are guaranteed to be correct, because there's no other way to do those moves. So that goes over here, this goes over here, and this goes right here. And I've got a red Puyo coming up next. Alright. Now there are 4 Puyos remaining. Now the reds will pop. How do I stop the reds from popping? I could put them off screen, but then they wouldn't pop at all. It would leave one behind. Or it would connect 4, which I don't want to do right now. If I connect 4 Puyos, I also lose. So where do I hide these reds? Have I made a mistake somewhere? I don't believe so. Unless I was intended to... No, that wouldn't even work though. It could. I don't like ideas like this being put into my head. No, it couldn't, but... It could. There is a slightly different order I could place these in, which would allow me some more leniency with how I place these reds. But would it though? Would it even allow me any leniency? Wait a moment. I see. Would that really be enough though? It would allow me to place that and that. It's like that, I understand. I am intended to... Let me think very carefully about my movements here. What an interesting puzzle indeed. Alright, what do I do here? Oh, in order for that to work, I have to move it differently. In order for this to be the solution, I do have to place this here first. Which means I could do this. Then I could split the green. I cannot split the green. There's a red in that column. if I split the green? If I split the green, then what happens? Well, if I don't split the green, okay, that's not the solution then. Try that at those initial moves, with the only difference being that I can't do anything with that then, because I need to put these two over here. Nowhere else for them unless I can find a better place for them. But splitting the green is bad, because then I can't put this green down here. So that alone tells me I probably don't need to split the green. Splitting the green does seem to be a poor choice. I can achieve the same effect by doing this. And then I could stack... Yes, 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 I see. So perhaps like this? Alright. I could even do that again. Wait, I'm missing a green. I see now. Splitting the green is bad. I can't tell yet whether splitting the red is bad. Wait. I see! I keep seeing, but then it becomes every time I think the solution's in my grasp, it's merely one step away. Alright. So greens first, then I split the reds. Then I hide one red off screen. Alright, am I ready to hide one red off screen? I am. Yes, alright. So there's one off-screen red right now. I put a second red off-screen. Two reds on the... No! Please! That was the solution. But I... Okay. So I split the reds. I hide only one red off-screen on column 5. Alright. I believe it's on column 5. Now this... What is this? It's green and red. I put this right here. These both go all the way to the left. And that's the solution. 63 Puyo. I did it. I've done it. Alright, what's next? What could possibly be next? Oh dear, what could be next? We only got 3 Puyos here. Well, 6 technically, but I digress. So I would need to pop those reds. I need to pop that red right there. I'm putting up my screen, if that means nothing to you. The highest red in column 2, that one piece of nuisance Puyo is what's keeping me from my goal here. But how could I pop that nuisance? I see. Actually a surprisingly tame puzzle. I was expecting something much more... Ah! Fuck. Damn it. Ah. No, I see what I was supposed to do there. Foolish. Utterly foolish. Alright, it's fine. I know the solution now to the 63 one, so everything's fine. I held down too quickly. Alright, easy, easy, easy. I know this one this isn't the challenging one. Next one is a little bit high execution, but I know now what the solution is, so it ought to be fine. The solution is a test of my memory, if nothing else. Alright, the first screen goes here. Couldn't I do this, actually? Wait, I'm gonna do it how I did before. Okay, well I have to do this now. Alright, I have... Please place. Alright. Next one was a double red. Oh yeah, that is much easier, actually. I don't have to do any weird cartwheels. I can just place that there. Yeah, I very much did overcomplicate the solution, actually, because I can just do that. That is much, much easier. My way was certainly cooler, though. Alright. So the only trick here is that the blue must not pop with the other blues. How do I accomplish that? Oh, I see. That's how. Oh, and I didn't even know the hint yet, because I only game overed on this. I didn't actually retry. Nope, puzzle solved. Easy, easy, easy. Pop 12 Puyo at once. Fine, fine, fine. Alright, let me think here. The lower I probably start, the better. How many is this? That's 8. That's nowhere near 12. Show me the hint. Connecting all of the red Puyo makes them 12. 2, 4, 6. You're right, it does. So now how do I do that? Alright, well, perhaps something like this. And something like this. Is that it? Looks like it. Alright, fun puzzle. Alright, who's next? Oh, that was it. Ella, fantastic. Oh, Minotauros. Hello there, sir. Hello there, Minotauros. What are you doing here? Well, how come? If Rulu's not making you, there surely isn't any reason then. Anyway, pop all red Puyo. Huh? How queer. What am I to— I see! I'm wise to your tricks. I am not wise to any tricks, apparently. Well, how could I do that for a more optimal result? Thought I'd put them right under here. I doubt it's going to work, but what if? Well, I wouldn't be able to pop the bottom ones then, I think. That is correct, I would not. No matter what, one of them is falling to the ground, which means I do need to pop all of the garbage Puyo. Pardon me, nuisance Puyo. Or. Well, I do seem to pop them all, but I can do a little trick there to, perhaps make my job easier? Or harder, who can say? No, that is not the solution. I thought for certain it might be. What's the hint? Don't pop too soon the in-between blue. Fascinating hint. Well, I guess that implies I do need an in-between blue. Oh, I see, I see, I see, I see. Simple enough. I was merely overthinking it. That is the only way to go about it now, isn't it? Fair play. Alright. Pop all Puyo, excluding garbage, excluding hard and rock, which are not present. I see. If I had acted too hastily, I would have ignored that fact. I see again. I'm very glad I hadn't acted hastily. This isn't as simple as I had thought. If I simply let them fall, the greens will pop, but the blues will be misaligned, so they will not. In order for the blues to pop, the reds and the yellows must also pop. However, the red is supporting the greens, so the red cannot pop before the greens pop. Which means the solution is this. The reds must pop after the green, like so. Splendid. Marvelous. Pleasant. Pop all Puyo. Oh, very easy, okay. The gravity there was a red herring. What an odd puzzle. I'll be easy puzzle for this late in the game. Make a 3-chain. Alright, alright. Let me think about this. Alright, thinking over. This is the last step of the chain, right? Yes. But can I do this? No, hold on. I said thinking over. Surely I know the solution then. Oh, I do. That's it. That's a solution. A fun puzzle, actually. That was very fun. I like that one. You give me like 50 purples. Pop 5 colors at once. You know what I want to do with these? Are you going to tell me I can't? Wait, that only pops 4 colors at once. What on earth? Alright, there was a trick to it. Alright. It wasn't as straightforward as I initially thought. Well, there's nothing for it. I absolutely must pop all these first. And I don't think the solution is an off-screen stack here. Correction, the solution is absolutely an off-screen stack here. Easy enough. Cute mechanic. I do find it endearing how this game utilizes it. Though I do find it rather difficult to use in a normal game. Oh, is that it? Oh, well, goodbye, Minotarios. And hello, Mr. Shezo. Hi there, sir. How are you doing today? I sorely I sorely desire either you or the ingredients for curry. Give me either. It's good to meet you too, Shezo. 4-chain? Oh, how frightening. Well, there's steps 3 and 4. Which should reveal steps 1 and 2, but they elude me. Because I can't do that. What have I missed here? Stack above the red Puyo. Well, I was doing that, but you're right. Unless they intend me to do... Oh, my. Well, that might work. So pop reds, pop yellows, pop reds, pop yellows. Interesting. One, two, three, four. Fun, fun. The garbage wasn't required then. Maybe it was, but merely to keep me out. Pop all of the red Puyo. Well, the gravity here doesn't seem to be any trick, so there's no way to get underneath anything. So after the things fall, what's the orientation going to be? There's going to be 2 squares on either corner. So I just have to pop a lot of... Wait, another red Puyo? Where can I put this? Well, that completely changes my perspective on this puzzle. I hadn't even noticed that. Where would I put an extra red Puyo? That wouldn't pop anything. I suppose this would work, but it'd be rather scuffed, wouldn't it? Oh, it's one of these. Alright, yes, yes, yes. But maybe not. Oh, if you insist. As I was saying, how odd. Alright. Alright. I appreciate that. I do think that is the solution. Place the first red Puyo so that they split. Well, I could have guessed that. Unless you mean like this, but I think you mean like this, if I had to guess. One of these, perhaps? Is that economical? I fear I've made a mistake somewhere and this won't be the solution. It isn't. It's close to it, but it's not quite, because once I place these down, the last red will separate. So not exactly. Though splitting the red is most certainly the right play. I'll put it on the right this time, for no particular reason. Alright, I'm gonna put this over here. I don't think this is enough. It's not. Unless I'm somehow intended to do this, but there's no way. Maybe, but I doubt it. Worth investigating, I suppose. It's not the solution. Can confirm. Alright. So I was splitting the reds correctly initially. And the question is merely how to proceed with that. Well, no matter what, I fear I need to do this. And... this as well? Maybe. I think so. I could be economical like this. But it's just barely not enough. Oh, it is exactly enough. Never mind. Alright, what next? Make a 3-chain. Oh, a chain. Well, I was about to not pass then. Alright. Let me see here. Let me think here. An odd puzzle, but not... Yes, I see. That is exactly all I need to do. 1, 2, and 3. Easy, easy, easy. Try harder, Shezo. Who's next? Make a 17 chain. Fuck me, I did say try harder. Alright, let me look at this chain. So obviously the trigger is the purples will pop the reds to yellows, yellows to greens, greens to blues, blues to yellows, yellows to greens, greens to purples, purples to reds, reds to yellows, yellows to blues, blues to greens, blues to purples to greens, to yellows. And lastly, reds. Noteworthy is that there is 1 unused purple here, 2 unused purples here on the top right. In column 5 and 6, there are 2 purples that are not used in this chain. And in column 1, there is 1 green that is not used in this chain. The blues can probably find some use for, but I don't really see it off the top of my head. Could hide them off screen. The game seems to like that solution. So I'm going to place based on what I see, and it'll probably just be enough, if I had to guess. Oh, I see. Yeah, put these purples here. And I go greens. I can't turn it upside down? Apparently double tap to flip the Puyo hadn't been invented yet. How much more difficult does that make this? I don't think it makes it incredibly difficult, I just need to be mindful of it. Wait, yes? And just... Let me just see. I cut the chain. Wait, I uncut the chain. It's not going to be a 17 chain, but I did uncut it. Yep, alright. Alright, so all I need to do is add 1 step to this chain, without cutting anything. I suppose I could just make it blues to, well, I'm probably intended to make it greens to purples. It's actually much easier. That's all, yeah? I don't think that cuts. That doesn't cut, right? No, it doesn't cut. There's no way that chain cuts. Perfect. 17 chain. Alright, wonderful. And a full health. Just what I need. Alright. Max lives restored. 4 chain. 4 chain, 4 chain, 4 chain. Well, obviously what I'd be inclined to do is pop those reds, but it's very blatantly not the solution. Ah! Oh fuck, wait, that wasn't the solution either. I was being funny because I thought I had it. Shit, actually, what is the solution then? That's really difficult. Do the greens pop before the reds then? I suppose they must, but what an odd solution. How novel. Oh, they do. The red Puyo pop lastly. Yeah, that makes sense. pop all a red Puyo. What on earth am I playing right now? Well, obviously need to pop this from the bottom, but let me see here. So, a blue Puyo on the bottom. A blue Puyo on the bottom drops the entire... A blue Puyo in column 1 drops the entirety of column 2 down by 2 Puyos. With that information, that would pop every single square in... That would pop the entirety of columns 1 and 2, with the exception of the yellows at the top of column 2, which would then fall and not pop with anything. Despite that, though, they're listed first. What? I know this isn't the solution, but now I'm just vexed and I want to see what happens. Well, that's just not correct at all. Yeah, sure, show me the hint. Split the yellow Puyo. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That was the red Puyo that I just split. I'm gonna guess that red Puyo goes in this column if I had to guess. Is that really it? Yeah, I knew it. That's not all of the information, that's for certain. But the red has to go into column... Well, the only place on the entire map to split the yellow Puyo is on column 2. Unless I'm intended to put down the reds first and then split the yellow, but to what end? What would that accomplish? I mean, I'll try it, but I don't think that's it. Oh, I see. That's what that accomplishes. Incredibly fascinating. Alright. Fun puzzle. Is that it from Mr. Shezo? Well fought, Mr. Shezo. Do you have anything else to say? How I desired you. Goodbye. Oh. It's our friend from downstairs, Satan. Hello there, Satan. Please can it. I have a lot of choice words for Satan, but I believe that most of them do in fact violate the, Twitch community guidelines, and I think I played enough Twitch community guideline chicken in my last stream, so I'm just going to allow Satan's remark to speak for themselves. And pop 2 colors at once. Alright, alright, alright. Easy, easy, easy. Maybe? Huh. How queer. I can't split a Puyo, so no matter what... If I can, no matter what, I have to pop something. So let's just pop something in the middle. It seems like a good place to pop. Alright. And I still can't really split. And splitting is definitely required here. Oh, okay, yeah. I just split, and that's a solution. Wait, that's not just the solution, there's another step. But what is the second step? Well, it's not that. Alright, maybe I did underestimate this puzzle. Show me. Popping 2 columns at an end. Popping the 2 columns at an end. Well, I can do that. Unless you mean to do it last. Oh, I see. Can I perhaps put something like this right here? I can, but not without fucking up everything else. Wait, what if I did just pop them and then replace them after the fact? Yeah, that would work. Um... Easy, 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 easy. Wait, no! That's not the solution. What if I just did the same thing on the opposite side, perhaps? That might actually work. So I would set the purples on top of the greens. Yes, yes, this is the solution. Alright, fun puzzle indeed. Next. Oh dear, there's 6 puzzles in this one. Not too close to leveling up either. Pop all Puyo, including garbage. As it stands, the yellows there are going to fall into a rather difficult pattern. I believe I see the solution, but it is a rather difficult one, so this might not be it. Let me see here. Doesn't say at once, it just says at all. Well, there we go. Easy, easy, easy. Pop all Puyo, but it's a fucked up gravity puzzle. Okay. Let me think here. So at the very end, once I put down a Puyo, everything including the nuisance will fall. If I prop up the reds, then the reds will pop, and then the yellows will pop, and that should remove the entire bottom row will be flat, and it will remove the garbage, which is bad. Unless I... Well, the blues must also pop. So how do those blues and greens up there interact with this puzzle? Because as it stands, if I allow everything to fall, nothing pops. If I pop the reds first, it would pop the garbage on the left. I believe I pop the yellows first, but I'm uncertain. But this is a difficult puzzle to visualize, so I'm going to try it. I'll know for certain after this falls at the very least. Yes, I do pop the yellows first. Tremendous. It might not have mattered, actually. Pop 9 Puyo at once. Oh, you're putting me through my paces now, aren't you? No more of these easy puzzles. Well, counting to 9 is easy enough. I can simply do 9. Oh, but I only have I don't have enough for that to work. So, if that's not an option, then... Oh dear, Harl's rather, distraught. Is the solution just to pop that? No, it's not. I can only pop one of the... Well, it seems very obvious that if I only have 3 Puyos, 2 of them have to be used to break through the garbage, which only leaves 1 more to detonate existing Puyos. So the only question then is, what do I detonate here? Detonating the 3 at the bottom would only pop 5 after all the garbage pops. Detonating the 3 in the middle would pop, I believe, 6? Which is also not enough. Unless the solution involves... No, that doesn't work. Does that? No. Well, if I were to detonate the Puyo in the middle, let's say I spent 2 of my Puyo to pop the garbage on the left, and then detonate the middle garbage, it would... the middle purples, it would only pop the purples on the right, which would not be enough to chain. Unless I did some sneaky plays involving garbage to maybe pop the ones on the bottom as well. That would be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I could think of a sneaky way to preserve a Puyo, then that might work. How tricky. How would I preserve one on top of the garbage? That doesn't seem possible, at least not with the purples in the middle. If I did the bottom Puyo though, that might work. If I could find a way to preserve one atop the garbage, that is. Best I seem to be able to do is make a chain, but that wouldn't really help. I'm gonna try the chain solution, because that's the only one I see here that seems vaguely interesting to me. Is this anything? 9 Puyo. Oh, okay, sure. And I level up. Full lives restored. Pop 3 colors at once. What's the trick here? I know there is a trick, but I can't quite see it, and that makes me rather nervous. But I did get my lives fully restored, so I might as well try it. How's that? Absolutely not the solution. Oh, there's another Puyo too, so it's most certainly not. Alright. In that case, the solution must involve popping the blues in the bottom left. That's the only reason they'd give those blues to me then. If that is the case... If that is the case, then I should... Let's see here. Alright. So when the blues pop, everything else should pop as 1. That is the intent of this puzzle, it seems. That being the truth. And if I'm to pop 3 colors at once, so it doesn't need to be the reds. The reds do not need to pop. In fact, it might be best to prevent the reds from popping. Let me do some math here. I think I'd much rather do that. Not really math as much as it is simple counting. So when these fall, the Puyos on the right will be the highest by far, as there is an extra red in that column, as well as the garbage, though they should be stacked to the same height. No, they'll be stacked to the same height as the Puyos in column 4. So columns 4 and 5 will be stacked to the same height. 4 and 6 will be stacked to the same height, with column 5 being 2 Puyos lower. Until the yellows pop. But the yellows won't pop cleanly. In order to get the yellows to pop, I need to level out... If all I need to do is make them level, then surely... that should be enough. I see your trick now. I need to level these out without popping the reds. Because if I pop the reds, it pops 4 colors at once. Is that correct? I believe it is. Because otherwise, putting the reds into column 3, into column 5 on the lower portion absolutely does work. Save for the fact that it pops the reds, which instead of popping 3 colors at once, pops 4. Alright, in that case... Oh, I saw there's little kitty cats on the border of this map. That's wonderful. I'm so glad there's little kitty cats on this map. Anyway, if that's the case, I need to plan around that. How do I not pop the reds then? Or how do I stop something else from popping? The yellow's going to pop no matter what. Is the solution as simple as moving the reds to the side? Oh, absolutely not. No, okay. Put them in between. Well, I'm not certain what that hint is supposed to be implying. As I'm I misdropped. As I'm nearly certain this would be a poor choice. Wait, it's still not high enough. And it causes a chain. So let's... Why isn't that high enough? That's what I want to find out. Show me. It's 3 tiles lower because of the missing garbage, the missing red, and nothing on that. So maybe the play is to avoid... Alright, so I need to avoid the reds popping, but that's not enough. Maybe that it? Is that it? I mean, this is something, but will it pop 4 at once? I doubt it. Oh, it will! Alright, what a fascinating puzzle. Proceed. Make a 2 chain. Huh? Oh, I see. What an odd... Huh, I guess you can do that in this game. What an odd mechanic. Alright, easy. Next. Make a 4 chain. Now that's a bit more difficult. Unless it absolutely isn't. So... Right. Let me see here. Only 4. Is the trick here that's gonna make you do a 5 chain? It is. Because if I were to stack this up in the obvious way that's implied here, I would go purples, reds, blues, purples, reds, which would be a 5 chain, which is not the solution I'm being asked to find. If I'm only being asked to find a 4 chain, I must find a way to cut one of those steps out. I need to put the reds in an arbitrary spot where they won't chain anything. Or get in the way. Atop the blue, that works. Let me be certain. I am certain. I am certain. Tricky puzzle right there. Glad I actually read the description. 4 chain, not a 5 chain. Alright, what's next? Oh, you're all done. Away with you. Vile man. Oh, I forgot. Hello there, Rulu. It's a pleasure. What a funny coincidence running into you here. Well, you know, I mean, Satan aside, if you're free tonight, I mean, At any rate. Alright. 48 Puyo at once. What are you asking me? What are you asking me, huh? Why do I have 12 Puyo left? Well, I can identify immediately that I see. I understand the assignment wholly. The first Puyo must be 2 greens that slide underneath. Everything falls into place. Huh? Well, I'm going to assume that if they popped, it's wrong. Oh, okay. So I split then. Alright, easy. They oughtn't pop this way. Perfect, they did not pop. When I pop the greens, they'll pop everything else and make an elaborate chain reaction. Now then... my next challenge is to connect the stacks up top there. Obviously, I'm intended to... Alright, so obviously the solution to this puzzle will involve this sandwich structure on the bottom being duplicated on the top, with 2 light-colored Puyos, and then a row of same-colored Puyos, and the same 2 light-colored Puyos on the top. That being the solution, I have to work backwards from here to figure out every one of these Puyos placements, of which I have 10. There's a double green at the end, which means I'm absolutely absolutely detonating this chain at the very end. As for the placements of each of these Puyos, the yellows... so everything here is lifted up by 1. Everything on the left corridor's... column. Everything on column 2 is going to fall by 1 once I detonate the greens, which will destroy the 2 bars in the middle of each sandwich, allowing them to, all connect at once. The placements for some of these should be fairly easy. Is green the color of... it must be, I suppose. Because it's a purple-blue and then a purple-green. I can see that the purple-blue goes in columns 4 and 5, and that the purple-green would then go into column 5. The double green then must go on top of whatever I place down for the first 2 here. So a red and a yellow, and then a red and a blue. Now where I put these reds is what's baffling to me, as if I put the reds in the left column, they would connect with the reds in column 2 and immediately pop. If I did something exceptionally odd, it might work, but that'd be a very scuffed solution, I feel. I think it's a little bit too scuffed for me to want to entertain. Although... it is completely true that the... where do these reds belong? It is completely true that the stack on the left will be 1 higher. So there are stacks of 3 colors here. Yellow, blue, and purple. If I am to believe there's a stack of greens going down the middle, what if it's a stack of reds going down the middle? I see. But what... how... I understand. I understand. The middle color is red. So this purple-red would go here. The yellow-red here. The blue-red here. The double green here. The purple-blue here. Green-purple, kind of an oddball, but that goes here. Purple blue must then go here. Yes. I want to... Alright, now that's a bit tricky there. Yellow, green, but I would need the red to... No, that is correct. That is exactly correct, actually. Because I put this here. No, wait. I do think this isn't the solution upon... I can't even move that green. Alright, I was nearly there for certain. I just choked up right at the end. Red's in the middle. Still positive about that for now. This theory has yet to be disproven. And greens must be on the left then. Purple blue, easy easy. Purple green. Purple blue. Right, pause to think for a moment. Alright. Now somewhere right here I messed up. I could, but that would be a poor choice. Feels to me that the only choice here is to... But then the greens don't detonate. I can't possibly do that. I top out if I do that. Okay, that's good information. Topping out is also not the solution. If not the reds being the... If the reds are not the next color I need to connect, what would be? Okay, if reds weren't the middle bar color, what could possibly be it instead? There's not really any other candidates for the left color other than, they can't be yellow because they can't stack yellow adjacent to each other. And they can't be reds because the reds would just pop right away. I guess it is green. The middle bar can't be... The middle bar can't be purple, blue, or yellow. It could be green. If the middle of the sandwich were green, though, that would mean that the end of the sandwich has to be red, which is impossible. Therefore, the middle of the sandwich must be red. That all being true, this must go here. I do think my opening is founded for now. If it isn't, I'd have to completely reevaluate this puzzle. Okay, what if I just hid... What if I just hid some greens off screen again? What if that was all I had to do? I mean, you know how much this game likes making this the solution. Oh, that's definitely not the solution. Beyond any reasonable doubt, that is not the solution. And Arl is rapidly becoming distraught. I am too, because if I game over here, I have to redo... Oh, actually not that much, because this is the first puzzle. Oh dear. Alright. I will level up if I finish this, though. Well, I finish the next two puzzles, I suppose. What if I split this? Maybe that's the solution. I would have to split this one green. I think that would solve most of my issues, actually. Then purple green. Purple blue. Blue yellow. Yellow green. Red green. And green green. That's it. That's it. That was the solution. Splendid. 48 Puyo. Not very many lives though, and I'm not getting a whole lot of XP either. Pop 14 Puyo at once. I see, I see. Well, that's 4, 8, 12... 16 is that? That is 16 Puyo there. 14... How would I manage 14? If I were to add 2 I need to remove 2, which means I need to remove 4 and then add 2 is what that means. Well, I can think of how to remove 4. But I need to think of how to remove 4 cleanly. Oh, I just removed 4 by placing the... Okay. And then where do I add 2? Where do I add 2? Being given quite a few Puyo, which makes me think I'm intended to remove quite a few of these columns. I'm given 2 Puyo of each color. If I remove the bottom layer of blues, all I would need to do to add 2. Well, the first and last are green, so I absolutely interrupt the chain with the greens, and then I place the greens again at the end to put it back together. Assuming I put the greens directly above the blues on columns 2 and 3, that would allow me to remove the blues from play and only have 12 Puyos left on the screen. The yellows, reds, and greens. Once I pop the greens on the left, they would each pop once more. Before I pop the greens on the left, I'd have to find a way to make any of them connect, which would involve splitting something, but what would I split? I see. Wait, but I can't do that. Is that the trick here? Is the trick to figure out how to split it? I don't think that's possible by any means. Unless I split on the greens, but that doesn't seem right at all either. I can't put the Puyo in vertically on column 2 or 4 because I won't be able to get rid of the blues, and the single blue on the left will completely fuck over the chain. Nothing will connect on account of that. Wait. That's right, nothing will connect. That's the answer. I think? I'm not certain. My thought is that something like this might work, but I'm not as confident as I probably ought to be. No. No, that's not the solution. Give me a hint. Pop away the blue Puyo first. So maybe I just do this then? I simply need to find something to split. Oh! Okay. Is that it? That looks like the solution at the very least. 14 Puyo. Easy, easy, easy. I overthought it again. If I could level up soon, I think Arl would be very appreciative. Pop 3 colors at once. Either I'm intended to pop the nuisance Puyo, or the nuisance Puyo is a red herring. Give me a very odd number of blue Puyo, which really makes me think the nuisance is a red herring, or I need to work with it somehow. Because right now this just looks like a chain, but how would I make it to be 3 at once? I can't pop all the nuisances at once. So my first thought is then, perhaps, I only pop 2 of the nuisances and use the 3rd nuisance to make the blue Puyos pop rather than the expected color. That seems like a bit of a stretch though, because of the number of Puyo I'm given. It's not enough to make 2 separate chains of blue. More likely I'm expected to pop all 6 at once. If that were the case though, how would I go about doing that? Because I really can't reach all of... Yes, I can. Never mind, this puzzle is surprisingly easy. This puzzle only looked difficult. Huh. Interesting. I was expecting it to be difficult because of how late it was in the game, but alright. Fine. Pop all Puyo. Oh, no, I'm not excited for this one at all. Well, I see what looks like a solution, so I'm just gonna go for that first without really thinking about the rest of the puzzle. Alright, so if I can just split something onto the right, that is the solution. Got it. What could I possibly split onto the right? Oh, Arl's crying. Dear, it's my last chance to make this work. Okay, let me think very hard here, because I don't want to have to resolve those 3 puzzles, and if I solve this one, I'm gonna get back to full lives. Alright. Assuming that the first thing to do is to pop the Puyos on the left. That pops the garbage. Pops all the nuisance Puyos. Pops the... Which means then the yellow at the very top would then fall into the yellows at the very bottom. Which would in turn pop... Which would in turn pop the yellows in the middle there. Which, when they fall, it would leave a very interesting shape of just 2 and 2 and 1. And if I simply had one spare Puyo split over there earlier, that would be the solution. I can't possibly do this backwards, can I? No, 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 that doesn't look like a solution at all. Does it? No. Oh, but what if it was? I think I should humor the idea of popping this backwards, but I do have a hint also. Let me view my hint. Don't split. That is a tremendous hint, actually. No splitting of any kind is to occur here. That does give some credence to the solving the puzzle backwards theory. But not a whole lot, because if I solved it, if I detonated the right without splitting, what that would accomplish is popping too many Puyos, I believe. Or the perfect amount. No, hold on. So I would pop the 3 Puyos in column 5 that are not on the top or the bottom. The last Puyo in column 5 would fall straight to the bottom and detonate all of those, including the one in column 4 because the garbage would be gone. And I'd only have 1 Puyo left, which would not be sufficient. If I stack the Puyo in the middle to pop that and that, if I put 2 Puyo in the middle, in column 3, I would pop the Puyo, the yellows on column 2 and column 4, which would accomplish what? I'd pop the garbage surrounding each of them, which would mean that I could pop the ones in column 1 and column 2 in one fell swoop, I believe. Yes, 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 absolutely. But that would leave the ones on the bottom. Let me see here. So if I pop the garbage on the right, though, with that method, those 3 would fall and connect, but they wouldn't pop anything. It's not the solution in the middle. The middle wouldn't help, because it wouldn't make a chain of any kind. They would pop, and they would just fall down, and they would stay like that. The left feels like it must be the solution. It falls much too cleanly, but if it's not, I reset, and I really don't want to reset. I could pull this up on the chain simulator. Is that cheating? I'm going to assume it is for now, but... The chain simulator might be cheating, but I think it'd be more entertaining content for me to at least show my thought process than merely describe it. So I'll pull up the chain simulator. Let me see here, let me see here, let me see here. Oh, that just fucked up the stream, didn't it? Oh, it sure did. I did not consider that. Consequences of my actions, that's fine. Let me just, Alright, let me see here. Yep, that's alright. Perfect. Hello, hello, hello. Just going to copy that pattern into the chain simulator. Are these both nuisance Puyo? I hope so. One of them supposed to be cyan? These are both nuisance, right? Let me solve that first. They're both nuisance of varying colors for some reason. Don't know why, but it won't matter for our purposes. Alright, so the pattern is... oh, back. I'll place all the nuisance first, and then I'll place everything else. And then here and here, and here. With yellows like so. So if I'm not splitting, the solution that I would be Can I undo? No. If I'm not splitting, the first solution that I would be drawn to would be to simply stack up on Puyo over here. But when that detonates, it leaves with a very unsightly solution that doesn't solve the puzzle. Conversely, if I were to do something like this in the middle, I'm almost certain this is not the solution. And now I'm very certain this is not the solution. Unless... surely this wouldn't work, would it? I mean, I doubt it, but... if it did, I would look rather foolish, I suppose. No, still does not work. Gets a hell of a lot closer, though. There's no splitting of any kind, which means that everything piece must be placed vertically. Where? Where? Unless the solution is something cute, like I have to, leave 2 yellows here ahead of time before I pop these. I suppose that would be, if nothing else, a rather cute solution. But it is also completely not the solution. What if I do that, though? Okay, that's the solution. Understood. Now let me, fix the, stream. Fixed! There you go. I have solved the puzzle. Easy. Not easy at all, but I did solve it. This goes right here. Ahead of time. And now this just works. Wait, what? Why didn't it work? What? Huh? Why did that work in the simulator then? Huh? What? I don't understand. It worked in the simulator. What? Wait. Oh, absolutely not. Also no, though. I fucked up somewhere earlier down the line. I forgot to split something. I don't understand. I'm trying so hard to understand, but I can't. What on earth could the solution have been? Why was my simulation not perfect? Oh, and now we're just getting a completely fucking different puzzle. Okay. Take a wild guess and say that's the first move because you offered it to me. It's not. Alright, what was your hint? Pop the bottom right red and a sandwich is ready. Okay. How? Oh, I see. Oh, how cute. What an adorable solution. That's not the place you ignite on, you detonate on. Where do I detonate then? Oh, I'm attempting to split one of these, I believe. Oh, and I put one of these on top too. Thus completing the sandwich. Alright. Pop 3 coils at once. What was the solution here? And oh right, I remember. It was much simpler than I was expecting. Now, why was my simulation imperfect? In my simulation, all of this just worked. Was there a missing Puyo? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was an extra Puyo I forgot to erase. It was imperfect. Because there's only 3 yellows, not 4. Surely, though, that isn't where the yellows belong. No, of course not. That would be absurd. It also seemed like these yellows didn't even matter. Alright. Here, going back to the chain simulator. But this time in a much more sensible resolution. There we go. What could the solution be? I think I should place my Puyos one tile floating so that I can identify them easier and erase them easier. So there's no splitting, which is a huge hint to receive, because that removes so many possibilities. If I'm not splitting anything, this feels like such an obvious first move, but it isn't. It leaves the puzzle impossible. So if that's the case, where else could I possibly begin? There's no way something like this would work. surely, I mean... How would I even... I can't even simulate that, but I know it's not the solution. Because I can't split, and that would split. Oh, but what about... No, no, no. So tantalizingly close, but that wouldn't work either. If I popped everything else, it would still leave the one in the bottom right. Bottom left, rather. Um, would it? It would, it would, it would. Though this is so close to a clean solution. I want it to work desperately, but it isn't, and it doesn't. Unless I can somehow get here with an extra Puyo to spare. The solution were something unorthodox, like putting two yellows atop here somehow, resulting in a completely different outcome. But that's simply not the case. Hmm. What about this? What about this? Every issue comes back to the fact that I ultimately need one more Puyo to do anything. What if I put these over here? Would anything cute happen? Would some obscure interaction come to save me? Well, I would need to spend all my Puyos on this. And it would not come save me. If I erase these two and put this over here, that doesn't seem like a solution either. No, that's an anti-solution. That's even worse than I was doing before. God, what am I supposed to be doing? The fact that this is no splitting, it makes me feel that the solution should be incredibly easy to attain. I mean, there's only 6 options. And I know I can't put anything sideways, because you can't put anything sideways without it splitting. And there are columns that I know aren't the case. For instance, no matter what, I'm never going to put a Puyo in this column. Because even if I do pop everything over here, a column, an extra Puyo in there wouldn't have helped me. Not at all. But there's an odd number remaining. Which makes me think that somewhere in this chain, an extra Puyo somewhere. If I could just pop... What if I had these popped early? Then there would still be 3 left. I need to find a way to keep... But where? Where would I hide another yellow? Without splitting anything. Unless the intent was... something else entirely. If there are 2 spare yellows over here, the only 2 spares there could be. What does that accomplish? Nothing. Wait, why does that look the exact same as... Interesting. So if I leave 2 spare yellows in here, it fucks up the chain in a very specific way, or it ends the exact... because they just fall down there and pop with that. Let me step this. If the answer did involve splitting, I could see where it would involve splitting, but it doesn't. Wait. It didn't erase these. So here, and then here. If there was anything on column 4, it would just fall down and pop with these, which don't need help popping. If there was anything on column 6, it would pop here. It would pop right here with this, which wouldn't help. But still, if there's no splitting, that only leaves so many options. I think I just save state and try arbitrary moves at this point. One of them is bound to work. I have given up playing fairly. It's time to start cheating. 1. Fuck it. 2. That one's not the right move. I know that part. And that's definitely not either. I have interpreted no splitting to be synonymous with no rotating, but there hasn't been any situations wherein I could not split without rotating, unless it's very obviously not the solution. I just need to pop this one specific garbage right here. For some reason, doing that, it couldn't possibly work. I don't understand why. Feels like it should be such a neat and clean solution that's just somehow completely wrong. This too is nothing. It is to pop all Puyo, garbage included. And if I put only one Puyo in here and then detonated the middle, would that change anything? Well, yes, it would make the chain worse. Is that the solution? That's the solution! I did it! And I didn't even need to cheat. Oh, thank fuck. Alright, where are we going now? Make a 2-chain. Really? Don't you be the most fucked up puzzle I've ever seen and then ask me to make a 2-chain? I'll make your goddamn 2-chain, but really? I see the trick here. The trick is that I'm going to place the Puyos in a predictable way and it's going to make a 3-chain instead of a 2-chain. And I'll fail the puzzle. The easy solution is to use some cute splitting tactics to make sure it's only a 2-chain. The fucking nerve to give me a puzzle like this after that shit. Easy. Incredibly fucking easy. What's next? Tell me. Pop all Puyo excluding... Yeah, pop all Puyo, nuisance included. I desperately want to pop those purples at the bottom, but I get the feeling that is somehow a poor choice. But if it were a poor choice, what would I do instead? Let's humor the idea that everything is wrong. I don't think I see a line, actually, that doesn't involve the purple Puyos, so I suppose I have no choice there. Alright, what does that do to the stack? Show me. Popping the blue seems like an obvious choice, but is it too obvious? It is, because of those leftover greens. I see, I split. And I split once more, and that's a solution? Yes. How cruel, putting puzzles like this after everything I just went through. Pop all Puyo once more. Alright, fine, I will. Let me see here. Is it that simple? Yes. Yes, it is. Fucking course it's that simple. Why would it be complicated at this point in the game? Well, I should be fine from here on out, I suppose, but I'm not exactly pleased with this outcome. What's next? Pop all the purple Puyo. Now that's an interesting puzzle. Alright, alright. There's 6 of them, so ideally they should all pop at once, because otherwise they won't pop. How do I make that happen? I suppose popping the reds in the middle would be a good start. But now how do I excavate out without causing a chain? It's one of those puzzles where I have to... Okay, understood. I see exactly what I did wrong, and I know what to do for next time. Is that what I did wrong? Well, apparently not. But would that be the same on the opposite side? This feels like one of those asymmetric... Oh, fuck, I have 1 life left. Alright, let me think here. Is this asymmetrical in a way where doing this on the opposite side would help? Yes, absolutely. Alright. Scary, but don't rotate. You're right, I agree. No, that wasn't the solution. I think I game over. Fuck. Alright. This one's easy. It's stressful, but it's easy. A lot of Puyos to place, but there's only one place to put most of them. What's the next one? I don't know, but it's probably easy too. Huh? Interesting, whenever I fast forward it fucks up the order, it seems. Pop all red Puyo. What on earth? Yeah, I'll retry this. What are you asking of me? Only give me... Oh, I see. I know exactly what you're asking of me. Nuisance Puyo will pop along with the green. It absolutely will. My mistake. The puzzle only looked scary. Rather obnoxious to have died so close to another level up, though. Alright, this is the easy puzzle. This is the puzzle that got sorted into Rulu's deck instead of fucking Skedadara's or something. Alright, the solution to this one was here. And then here. And then here. Bizarre, truly. Make a 2-chain, do a funny split to make sure it's not a 3-chain, and done. Easy, easy, easy. Next. Pop all the Puyo. Right, this was another one where every move only had one move it could be. The only trick there was the splitting at the end. Yes, yes, yes. This one was also easy. Alright, moving on. This one. So the solution isn't to put the reds there either. What about here? This seems like an odd choice, but it might have beneficial results. No, that was absolutely not the solution. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever been punished harder in my life. Alright. There's no rotating, I remember now. So what is the first move then? Is this equally bad? No, actually. That feels like it would have worked if I had rotated, but this hint said not to rotate, which makes me think it isn't the solution. Maybe it's on this side. That was the same. No, it wasn't. Well, that one didn't pop the bottom garbage, which means it can't get popped. Let me just try my solution. Oh. Yeah, there is no rotating here. That's because it's also not the solution. Oh, it is the solution. Perfect. Alright, what's next? Pop all Puyo. Well, I only have one blue, so... I don't exactly have many choices to where to put it. I mean... Where else could I possibly put it? That must be the solution. It was. What would the hint for this have been? Do it right? I'm too curious. Show me the hint. They will be left out if you don't fill in the gap. That is correct. But this does not feel like a late game puzzle at all. I suppose after some of the shit they just threw at me earlier in this gauntlet, that makes sense. Maybe these are meant to just fill up your EXP bar, get you another level up. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one had a funny splitting trick, did it? Yeah, it did. Easy, solved. Anything else? This should be it, right? Please be it. I've won. Also, okay, see you later, Rulu. It's, goodbye, miss. Do call me later if there's nothing going on, or, okay, goodbye. After all that, the curry is ready. Oh, she did put this carbuncle. We had so many ingredients, we only made that much curry? Wonderful game. Thank you, Moonitani. Thank you, Kazunori Ikeda. Thank you, Gemini Hirono. Thank you, JG4MSG Takeuchi. Thank you, STO. Thank you, Takeshi. Thank you, Takahiro Kawachi. Thank you, Tsuyoshi Matsuoka. Thank you, Jonas Teramoto. Thank you, Ichi. Thank you, Ryu. Thank you, Kemi. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Yumi. Thank you, Kazuto Hisoku. Thank you, Minazuki Akira. Thank you, BA.M. Thank you, Ainosuke Nagao. Thank you, Suyoshi Matsushima. Thank you, Taisho. Thank you, Super Kenta. Thank you, Akira Kanatani. Thank you, Toshihiko Yamada. Thank you, Studio Stat. Thank you, The Questions. Thank you, Junichi Kitamura. Thank you, Toshihide Kobayashi. Thank you, Kentaro Takahashi. Thank you, Yusuke Kawatoko. Thank you, Marita Kengo. Thank you, Dedka, and etc. Thank you, Compile. down to the wire on that one. I don't think she's gonna catch Carbuncle. I don't think she's gonna do it. I do appreciate the effort she's putting in, though. Bon presetto. Bon presto. Splendid. Absolutely splendid. And tomorrow we'll play through... Well, not tomorrow, but next time I stream this game, we've got Rulu's Rue to play through. Perfect. In the meantime... Let me see here. Oh, your redeemed drink, I hadn't even seen it. Let me see something here. What is... What exactly is the current... Did I mute myself or who I intended to mute? I did mute who I intended. Perfect. Alright, well, Miniful is live, and I can't think of a better... I don't really feel like looking for someone to raid. Oh, but Miniful's been streaming for a while. Is she gonna end soon? Probably. I don't know. I feel like Miniful streams for longer than I do, though. Yeah, we're raiding Miniful. Alright, everyone, hop in. Oh, I clicked off and it ended the raid. There we go. Alright, everyone, hop in. We're raiding Mini. Splendid. Alright, you all have a lovely evening. Do take care. Lovelies.